In this video, I want to look deeper into procrastination and not doing things that we know we want to be doing and where it could be coming from. I'll be back in a moment. Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Pam Wright. I'm a stress specialist and a happiness facilitator. I help people to stress less, smile more, and to get their happy back. I create weekly videos to assist people to release their unresolved emotions, their physical conditions, their traumas, whatever it is they're struggling with, so they can open up to the possibility of radiant health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, you may want to give it a like or write a comment, ask a question. All of these things help others to find the videos and the assistance that they're looking for. You may even want to subscribe to the channel. These videos are designed for you to take the time to get in touch with whatever it is that's unresolved and to clear it. I highly recommend that you put a minimum of 20 minutes aside and you grab a pen and paper. You write down all the ways that it bothers you, all the ways that you know that you have the issue. If you've come across a specific video, you've come across it for a reason. So I want you to get in touch with all the ways you know you have an issue around this problem. And then you write it down. You get very clear on how you know that it bothers you. It can be images, it can be physical sensations, there can be thoughts, there can even be smells and tastes. And you write down how you know it bothers you, and then you tap along to clear it out. There is no sense watching these videos without tapping along to resolve whatever has been triggered in your body while listening to the videos. So make sure you tap along while you're watching the videos. So please take the time, write it down, and if you get to the end of the video, or we're at the part where we're starting to make it feel good and you still haven't got it down low enough, just re-watch the video and then make sure it's all clear and you're feeling in a better state before you leave and go back into your everyday life. That's specifically what these videos are designed for. And if you're in a really difficult place and you're feeling stuck and trapped and helpless and powerless, and don't forget that there's practitioners out there that can help you. I work with people all over the world. So if that's something you're wanting to do, also reach out for that help as well. Excellent. Let's get started. Excellent. If you're someone that has continually been controlled and pressured and forced as a child to do things that you didn't want to do, and many of us grow up where we are forced, we might not want to go to school, we might not want to do things, we might, be told that we have to have outdoor curriculums that we don't want to do. We might have to learn music and we don't want to. Like, there's so many different things and we feel we have no choice. What happens is we get really, really comfortable with being forced, with being pressured, with being pushed, with feeling like we have to. We must. We have no choice. We're powerless. All of these feelings can be created inside of us. So, this is the kicker. When we grow up and we get older, we are so familiar with being all of them things that I just said, the force, the pressure, that we continually put ourselves in the same type of situations. Even though we might want to do something, we start to believe that we don't want to do it. So we might say we don't want to do it, we might think we don't want to do it, we might avoid it, whatever it is, until we get to the point where we've then got to force ourselves, pressure ourselves, push ourselves, and that feels familiar. And you know, a lot of people, like, when they're under pressure, you'll hear them say, when I'm under pressure, I do so. And hang on. Let me just clarify here. I'm talking from personal experience as well as the many clients that I've worked with. And for years, I believed that I had to get under that pressure before I could perform at my best. That the pressure, the pushing myself, the having to do things was so familiar that I continually created it in my life. And what we're going to do now, rather than look at the procrastination and rather than look at what it is, you know, because quite often fear can be behind procrastination as well. So I've got a video for that. But this is more about that procrastination and the not wanting to do things that happens continually. That's what we're going to look at today. So I want you to write down, you know the drill, write it down, get in touch with it, find out all the ways that you know you don't want to do it. But you have to do it. You must do it. You have no choice. Got it? So you've stopped the video, you've got in touch with it. Now we're going to use the tapping process to clear out this pattern that keeps happening in our lives. Now you might have specific memories, and if you've got a specific memory where you were forced, you were pressured, you had no choice, make sure you go back to that specific memory and clear it all out, resolving it all until you have the choice to do whatever it is. All right? Let's get started. Okay. You got it? Notice all the ways. Notice all the internal physical sensations, all the images, all the thoughts, whatever it is. Releasing and letting go. All the sadness, all the fear, all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the resentments, all the guilt. I'm letting it go. Releasing and letting go. All the judgments, all the abandonment, all the betrayal. Releasing and letting go. The helplessness, the hopelessness, that powerless feeling, the no choice. I have to do it. I must do it. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Grab the wrist. Gentle breath in. And peace. Thank you for the feedback for slowing down. I just remembered again, just to slow it down a little bit. Okay, so check inside. You have to do it. You must do it. You don't have a choice. Notice how you perform under that pressure. You love the pressure, but you hate the pressure. Okay, releasing and letting go. I have to do it. Releasing and letting go. I must do it. Releasing and letting go. All the ways I perform under pressure. It is safe for me to let this go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways I have to do it. I don't have a choice. Always pushed, forced, pressured. If they're not doing it, I'm doing it. It is safe for me to let it go. I feel safe as I let it go. Grab the wrist. And pace. Perfect. Let's check back in again. So you think about the situation. How you're waiting until you feel forced, pressured. You have to, you must. You can't put it off any longer. But notice how familiar it is. Notice how your whole life it's been like that. Releasing and letting go. I have to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. All the ways I believe that I don't want to do it. But I have to do it. I must do it. My whole life I've been pressured, forced, controlled. My whole life I've been forced, controlled, pressured. But if it's not them doing it to me, it's me doing to me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I have to. I must. Releasing and letting go. All that pressure. All the ways I love that pressure. I love being forced. I love that I have to do it. At least it gets done. I work so good under pressure. I put it off and I put it off and I put it off, and then zam, it gets done when it has to get done. It is so familiar. Being pressured, forced, controlled, whatever it is for you. I'm choosing to let it go. I'm safe as I let this go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Remembering to find that peaceful place. For some people, take that extra breath, whatever it is. Pause the video. Get yourself back into that safe, peaceful place. And then we check back in again. We notice what's left. We think of how we procrastinate. We put things off. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Releasing and letting go. I don't want to, but I haven't got a choice. I have to. I must. But I don't want to. I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I put it off. And then the deadline comes. And I work like crazy to get it done. I work so well under pressure. But it's crazy. How much easier would it be to do it at a calmer pace, a more peaceful pace? How much more could you contribute, do, if it was at a calmer pace, a more relaxful pace? Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this bothers me. All the ways it upsets me. All that pressure. I'm letting it go. Releasing and letting go. releasing and letting it all go now. I'm safe as I let this go. Great job. Grab the wrist. And peace. Perfect. Okay, checking back in. Check back in. Think about whatever it is that you've been putting off, that you believe that you don't want to do. What if it's not true? What if you do want to do it? What if you just keep telling yourself you don't want to do it? What if you really wanted to do it? What if you wanted to get a start on it? Releasing and letting go. All the ways I believe I don't want to do it. Now, this being said, if you really, 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 really don't want to do it, maybe there's something else that needs to happen. But if it's something that you do want to do, deep down, but for some reason you keep putting it off, for some reason you keep avoiding it, for some reason you can't get started, it's safe to let it go. Releasing and letting go. All the avoidance, don't want to do it, releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways I believe I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Releasing and letting go. Grab the wrist. And peace. All right, let's start again. So if you're still really high on the I don't want to do it, just keep tapping along. Just watch the video again until you get to this point. But now it's like, what if I do want to do it? What if I could get it started? What if I could just do 5 minutes today, 5 minutes each day, 10 minutes each day? What if I could work at it rather than pressuring myself and getting it all done in the last hour, 2 hours? What if I could just get started? What if I could enjoy the process? What if I could just get started? Enjoying the process. Getting things done. What if I could choose to start? What if I could choose to want to do this? Because there's a part of me that really wants to do this. What if I could choose to get started? What if I could want to do this and want to make it easy, calm, relaxed, rather than that frenetic rushing all at the last minute? And of course, when we're rushing at the last minute, quite often corners get cut. Things don't get done properly, but at least we finish. So therefore, and this is more in the procrastination video, but therefore we have an excuse for why things weren't 100%, because we rushed it all at the last minute. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this still bothers me. All the forced, all the controlled, all the pressure, the have to, the must, no choice. Releasing and letting go. I am safe as I let this go. Releasing and letting go. Excellent. Grab the wrist. And peace. Perfect. Find that peace. Excellent. If you're not down to 0 or not really low, go back and watch the video. Now we're going to move forward and we're going to be using the havening. And we're going to think about, what if you did want to do it? What if you worked out a system where you could get started and you could do it being relaxed and calm? Because, of course, when you're relaxed and calm, your brain works so much better. You have every part of your brain. You have access to every part of your brain. So what if you could choose to get started, to want to do it? What if you wanted to do it? And what if you got started? You could even start by making a list of what needed to be done. And they do say to find when you're most productive. And when you're most productive, that's when you do what you really don't like doing. So not what we do like doing. When you're feeling unproductive, you do... Sorry, I confused myself then. When you're productive, when you're feeling productive, you do what it is that you don't like doing. And then when you're feeling unproductive, that's when you do what you like doing. So what if you could get clear on when you're most productive? And when you're most productive, you sit down and you do the things, and maybe you could do it for half an hour. Like you could set it, there's so many ways to start to move forward, to want to do it slowly, calmly, more efficiently for sure. What if I want to do it? What if I could choose to do it? What if I could choose a specific way that really works for me and stop? So if you're not forcing, you're not pushing, you're not controlling, you're not having to, it's you're choosing to. You're deciding to. You want to. And what would it feel like if you could want to do it? Choose to do it. Decide to do it. Define strategies that really work for you so that you don't have to live the rest of your life forcing yourself, pushing yourself, pressuring yourself, controlling yourself. It's just not fun, let me tell you. Let me tell you, it is not fun, and I wish I had got rid of this shit a long time ago. But I'm happy to say that I am releasing it. And I'm now choosing and wanting and deciding. And I do know when I'm most productive and when to do things. And the outcomes are a lot better. That's right. I want to. I'm deciding. I choose. Excellent. Excellent. So how you feeling? If you're not feeling as good as I am, just watch the video through again and keep going. Just keep going until you're like, yeah, I'm sick of forcing myself, making myself, pressuring myself. What if I could choose, decide, want to? Excellent. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you got any comments, make a comment, or you may even want to subscribe. All of that helps others to find these videos and the assistance that they're looking for. Keep tapping.